Check, please.
Welcome back to Everything Money. Baba is still falling. Alibaba, the company we've loved, a great value play. We're huge fans of this. We definitely own this stock. It continues to fall. It's getting torn up in the market. We're going to give you our thoughts. Charlie Munger still loves it. We'll talk about earnings. We are still confident in this company, and we'll tell you why. We're going to go over some of the numbers using our software, and we'll guide you and give you a mindset. Paul and Mo will help us in moving forward with our thoughts on this beaten down company. Paul, give me your thoughts again on Alibaba.
Okay, so love Charlie Munger. Alibaba, it's down close to 100 now.
Yeah, 106 I saw today. Yeah,
107. All right. I mean, I want you guys to hear that. How does this guy who has a chunk of money, 7 figures invested in Alibaba, not know the price of Alibaba? Because I don't. Because to me, I'm buying a company for 10 years from now. I think Alibaba will be around in 10 years. I think it'll be bigger. I think it'll be more profitable. And I think the market right now is mispricing the concerns about Alibaba. One of which was this tech. By the way, the tech lockdown was all the rave. And also the whole VIE structure was all the rave 6 months ago. I don't hear anything about it anymore.
Nothing.
I don't hear anything about it anymore. Why not? Guys, news follows it is reacting to what is. So when the stock is falling, people say this is the reason why. VIE and the tech crackdown were going on when Alibaba was at 310. But nobody worried about it then. Why? Because the stock was going like this. But now, the stock has fallen by 66%. By the way, my basis in Alibaba is 155. So I'm down 35% of the stock.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not 30. What's the math? 30%?
Yeah.
I'm down 25 or 30% of the stock. Okay. I look at it as an opportunity to sell some puts, sell some covered calls of my shares, maybe get even lower prices on Alibaba, get my basis even lower. Because I personally believe, which you'll see, that Alibaba is going to be a bigger company years from now. Mo?
I'd like to make a point on that. Somebody asked me in the Bid and Ask Nation today. I do a Q&A session 3 times a week in there, or maybe 4 times a week. But I put out and I said, somebody wrote, can you please make me feel better about me being down 30% in Alibaba? And it was very simple. I said, when you bought the stock 30% ago, did you think that was a price of good value? And he goes, yeah. I'm like, okay.
So then the next question
I
is,
just coddled you.
What has changed?
Yeah.
Of course, if the story has changed and all of a sudden Alibaba comes out and says, guys, there was fraud. Our revenue isn't our revenue. Our profit's not our profit. It's 1/10.
Yeah. What is
I just lost a lot of money.
What has changed besides the public perception of the stock? And nothing has changed. And he was like, okay, cool. Thank you.
Even with the whole revenue growth, I made my assumptions based on 8 or 10% revenue growth a year. And now they're coming out at, what are they expected to do in the next few years? I heard 11%.
It was like 11 to 13%.
For the next year. And that's supposed to be bad? Still higher than my 8 or 10%. Okay. So that's what I'm saying, guys. We use our software, especially our stock analyzer tool right here. I go in there to put my assumptions in about the future, but I'm going to be conservative. Let's go to the 8 pillars first off on Alibaba. Let's go to 8 pillars, type in Baba, and let's go right to our 8 pillars. Oh man, look at this chart, Seth.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible.
I see my hopes and dreams plummeting with it.
Now, the good news is if you look at any China stock, it's done the same thing.
Okay, so their net income is down over the last 5 years. So let's go understand why that is, because there was probably something big that happened. So their revenue in the last 5 years is up from 36 billion to 132 billion. Boy, that company's dead. And their profit went from 10.6 to 10.4. Big drop here. Okay, big write-off of $4 billion up top. Guys, so Seth, what was Alibaba's stock price on January 1st, 2020? Can you look that up for me real quick? Guys, the reason I'm asking Seth to do this is it's so important for me to show what I mean by markets are irrational. People believe in the efficient market theory are wrong.
227.85 was the close that day.
So in the last year,
227.
Revenue went from 102 billion to 133 billion, a 30% increase.
Wow.
And the stock has gone from 227 to 107. This is why I like business. Because if this happens every single year for the rest of the time, the stock is not going to stay down very long. Even if it grows 10% a year for the rest of the time, it's not going to be down very long. Guys, stocks are fundamentally going to grow with their sales, revenue, profit, cash flow, etc. As the company generates more and more revenue, more and more profit, unless there's a massive hit to their profit margin to the tune of 80% drop, this company is going to be worth more money in the future. And that is my thesis behind it. My thesis is it's the overreaction by the market on some recent news. Okay. Is it hard to stay in? Absolutely. And there are issues. Look at that. I don't like the fact they issued 6% more shares in the last 5 years. I don't like that. But no company's going to be perfect. And I don't even worry about this. I'm not even worried about that. Short term, I don't believe that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be an issue. And the free cash flow, it's selling for less than 15 times 5-year free cash flow, and their revenue is up 4 times in the last 5 years. So I think this is going to be even better. And it's growing like crazy. Guys, I just look at this Alibaba and I look at Stock Analyzer tool, and I'm going to keep putting it in there to show you what I believe. But this is, to me, a prime example of a mispricing of information.
If these value investing concepts speak to you, you can join the Everything Money community. You can get the software behind Paul, and you can have all this in the palm of your hands. By joining the community, you'll be joining thousands of people all over the world who speak and communicate just like you on these topics. We help each other. We work together. We day trade. It's incredible. You get the software, you get the data, and all the amazing tools that are coming out in the future. Go to everythingmoney.com or patreon.com/everythingmoney and join today.
If you follow the masses, you'll get what the masses get. You have to think differently. Does that mean that when everybody zigs, you should zag all the time? No. But the second everybody zigs, you should immediately looking for what I'm programmed now. I have the anti-FOMO. Literally, everybody goes in one direction, and I go, that must be the wrong thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, I think that automatically. So let's go to Stock Analyzer tool. 5-year revenue growth number, 38.6. Paul, you're too conservative. I put in 8.
Yeah.
8. Let's go 11 and 14%. Profit margin. I think the 1-year profit margin we saw was skewed because the revenue's up a ton, 4 times in the last 5 years, but their profit's the same. So I'm going to go with 18, 19.5, and 21. Free cash flow margin, I'm going to do the same thing. PE, I'm going to go 13, 15, 17. So even lower PE than they have today. And I want a 12.5% return on my money. I hit the analyze button. This is why I'm a buyer of Alibaba stock. I have it with margin of safety in here at 147. It's at 107. High side, 310. So if the company is able to do the high side assumptions here, the company today is worth 310 to me, and it's selling for 107. That's why I'm an Alibaba proponent. Now, was I concerned about Alibaba before I bought it? Yes. I didn't know I wanted to believe the Chinese numbers. But the second my homeboy, Charlie Munger, said he trusts the numbers, that's all I needed. And I don't know what Charlie Munger values Alibaba at. I could not care less. Berkshire Hathaway bought Verizon recently. I have no idea why I did not buy Verizon because I keep looking at Verizon going, I don't see it. So I avoided. I don't just mimic him. With that said, when he trusts information, that's way more important. He can trust information on a bad company. But when he trusts information on what I think is a good company, I'm going to believe in it. And I look at that saying he has doubled his investment in Alibaba in every single quarter for the last 2 quarters. I look at that saying, okay, if he trusts it, I trust it. Now his value, no idea. Nor do I care. I have no idea what his value is on Alibaba. I have my value. He and Buffett wouldn't even agree on the value of Berkshire Hathaway, so why do I care? All I care about is if he trusts the numbers and I trust my valuation, I'm in all day. And guys, I'm down a lot. I'm down 25 to 30%. I don't know what the exact number is. Whatever 107 divided by 155 is, that's my basis. So that's where I stand in Alibaba. I just think it's going to be something that I look at 5 years from now and go, oh, thank God I waited. Because I think this is the biggest company out of China, and I think it's going to get bigger.
Mo, you've said you can day trade Baba, but maybe lay off a long-term trade. Paul and I were trying to day trade it this morning. Tell me, give me an update on it, Paul.
Yeah, so guys, I just don't like the long-term trading because I don't want you to get caught in here. And you notice how much this stock fluctuates on a day-to-day basis. I don't want anybody getting caught there. Plus, it cannot catch a trend through the sweet spot really on either chart. So why don't we just come over to a day trading chart? You tried to day trade it earlier today. This was probably where you were jumping in, somewhere in maybe this time frame. But every single day, you kind of get some kind of movement where you can get some good volume, good stochastic over 80%, and some kind of trajectory going up. And also, you can definitely get some kind of trajectory going down when there's negative news that comes out on Alibaba. So this is a good stock to put in your portfolio from a day trading perspective. Maybe make this one of your 5.
We will certainly update you on Alibaba moving forward. Obviously, we hold this company, so we're a little biased. We do like it. If you're drawn to this concept and this process, you can explore the 8 pillars more. Click this video, this card in the top right corner, and we'll go to an in-depth video about the 8 financial pillars we look at when choosing stocks. Make sure you subscribe, fondle that thumbs up, and we'll see you in the live streams.